Yes. Happy Thursday, my man. Morning
Yeah, morning
coffee. I got
coffee.
I got
What's
I
up,
got
buddy?
water. I got water today.
That's
I
all right.
drank my coffee earlier and yeah.
I
Um
did freshen up for the call though, because I was like, "Oh, morning coffee. Yes,
I know.
a
I
little
know.
bit more coffee."
Um
Mm,
so you were just telling me a study that was done from Harvard. I think it was 1978. Was that right?
79. Yeah.
79. Um and we're going back and forth what to talk about. And I'm just going to hand this session off to you right now because
Mm,
what what you told me was so mind blowing that I want you to share that with everybody.
yeah, for
So
sure.
like the floor is yours, sir.
Well, I'll give it to you because I know you'll have some good stuff to come behind it. So, here's what the study is this: in 1979, Harvard Business School polled everyone in the school in 1979, and they asked the question, do you have a goal? Is it written down with an action plan behind it? 84% of the people said they had no goals at all, just floating through. 13% said they have set goals, but they weren't written down, and that they didn't have an action plan behind it. 3% said we have goals, they're written down with an action plan behind it. 10 years later, 1989, they went back and polled the exact same people. So a decade study. 10 years later, the 13% that said that they had made goals but didn't actually have them written with an action plan were making twice as much money as the 84% that had no goals. Here's the most
Jesus.
staggering thing. This is the thing that just blew my hair back. The 3%, the 3% were collectively making more money than the other 97%
Wow.
combined. Combine all those 97%, so however many people that was, combine their entire worth, and the 3% make more money than all of them combined.
That's
Which
crazy. That's
it
mind
just
blowing.
goes, man,
I
I
mean,
read I read that study and I was like, I mean, truthfully, I couldn't wait to tell you it, to be honest with you, because I'm like, I mean, it's everything that we talk about. It's everything Gary
yeah.
Keller has put in front of us with, all the six personal perspectives and the one thing, and the things that we have at our disposal. But this is not opinion. It's not DJ and Jeremy's opinion that this works. There's literally science behind it. There's literally
Yeah.
studies that you can Google it, check it out, like that. It really truly works. What it does for your mind by setting a goal, by putting an action plan behind it, what that does to curb your behavior to be in alignment, is it's staggering how our mind works. And the cool thing about that is we're in control of that. Like we have
Yes.
100%. Remember at the start of this thing when the pandemic hit, and we were a little freaked out, and I mean,
Yeah. Yep.
and
For
what's
sure.
going to happen, and we couldn't open the office, and we were essential, we weren't essential, like, oh my god, are people dying, are they not dying, like what is there was so much uncertainty. And one of the things that we ran to for all of us, and I know I did for myself especially, was, all right, I got to take deep breaths, and I got to control the controllables. I got
Hmm.
to control what I can control. The noise is the noise. I got to control what I can control. And here's the situation where we're looking at a 10-year study of the Harvard Business School, and yet all these people are doing, all those 3% did was controlled the controllables. They just made a goal, they set it, they wrote it out, and then they just executed on their plan.
Yes. They
That's all
executed
in
on
our
the plan.
control. That's all in our control, D.
You said right at the end, they executed the plan, they implemented, and
Mhm.
so it's great. It's great to have goals. Yes, we do. And so if you know your goal, you're in that 13% according to this study.
Right.
Um, but but now they didn't write it down, so they probably forgot. I know the way my brain works, they forget. You know the goal, like I want to make this, so you have that goal, but what are the strategies behind it? And so that's what makes a business plan, a 411, a GPS so powerful. And that's why we've been talking about business planning. It's business planning season for us as a leadership group. and which is also, we like to coincide that with business plan season for the agents. And so again, you said it's not DJ and Jeremy saying this and saying you need to do this and we're not doing it. It's we're actually doing it, and we know that there's power behind it. And so again, we don't say these things just to say them. We say it because we know it actually works. We've been talking about it all the time, and you say it a lot, is the implementation behind achieving that goal is so important. You can have the greatest, best goal in the world. Okay, if you don't do anything about it, you're not going to get anywhere. Right. A thought just blew past my mind, so forgive me. Now I forget what I was going to say. Darn it, Jeremy, help me out.
No, I mean, implementation is the key, right? You got to have the goal. You got to set the vision. It's very much about what does my future look like, because each and every one of us are in control of our futures. And I hope people understand that in this business especially, is you've got to see yourself as that future self. You've got to push yourself to being that. And then it's just a matter of set the goal, get the plan, and then your behaviors can match the plan, because that's the difference, right? The implementation and the execution. You have to execute. You got to do it when you don't want to do it. You got to, you know, we're not waiting for the perfect sunrise. We're not waiting for the perfect day. You go and create the perfect day.
Right.
Go create it. That's in your control.
And yes. And I challenge everybody here today. So an action item that we all can do, and it's very, very simple. Think about what you want to do in 2021. What's that end goal? Write it down. Write it down and take, very, very simple. Just take 5 minutes, write down your goal. Let's start here. Write down your goal and just think about strategies to help you achieve that goal. There's no wrong or right. There's no wrong or right answers. If you come to me and Jeremy, we can certainly help you out and make sure everything's in alignment. But just very simple. Write down your goal, or write down 3 strategies behind reaching that goal. That's all. Let's just start right there. And then you are well on your way to having that success that maybe that you didn't have in 2020, or more success in 2021.
And that's the key, right? And we talk about this all the time with James, is our lead domino. What is that lead domino? And here's the thing. What is the goal? And then write the 3 strategies. But out of those 3 strategies, I would ask you this. What is the most simple, mundane, boring thing that you can do every single day? Mm-hmm. Because that's where the magic is. It's not in the craziness. It's not in this, you know, this magic pill or this pixie dust. It's in consistency to the mundane, to the easy action. Consistency over time will get you to that goal. And don't lose sight of the time. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. It does.
Yep.
Sometimes when you get real consistent, you start to get results right away.
Oh yeah. Love it. We're going to end it right there. Let's do it. Morning coffee. Cheers.
Cheers,
All
brother.
right, sir. Boom.